Welcome back, Gundam guys and Gundam gals. Patrick Grady here from GGInfiniteNews.com. This time bringing you part 1 of the video review for the high-grade Gundam AGE-2 Normal. In this video we'll be taking a look at all the parts and pieces and the accessories that make up this kit and see how they all turned out. So here we go. So the legs and feet seem to retain some of the design qualities of the original AGE-1, but differs in some other areas. As far as articulation goes, we have a hip joint that swivels 360, a knee joint that bends almost 180. The ankles are on a hinge joint that allows almost a complete 180 side-to-side swivel, as well as some backward and forward movement. For the transformation, there's a mid-foot brake that allows the toes to bend down 90 degrees, a little bit further if you really wanted it to. The front armor on the ankles can come out a little bit. There's a blue piece on the back here, but nothing really happens with that. It's just there for color effect. And as you can see, typically the feet of mostly Gundams have red toes and heels, but these feet have the blue plastic that's throughout the rest of the kit, so no red downstairs here. And the AGE-2 Normal seems to be missing the armor that goes around the front of the foot, and that's kind of cool because it allows for a lot more mobility without anything popping off. So there's just the front armor here for foot protection. So part of the transformation also requires the knees to bend backwards and up, like we saw in the Zetas and the Zeta and all the different transforming mobile suits. This is a typical kind of transforming feature. So you have a chicken leg thing going on there. The torso unit is looking very bright and colorful, with all 4 colors represented here in actual plastic. There's no stickers going on. So the red piece is separate, the yellow here on the front skirts are separate, as well as a detail piece hidden beneath the blue here. So very nice looking torso. The front skirts are split in half to allow for independent movement. And unlike on the other Gundam suits, the splitting the front skirts does not cause them to fall out or anything, so they stay in place quite well even if you split them in half. The side skirts are on a joint here. This is not a polycap, this is actual ABS plastic off of the D plate, so real solid connection there. They can swivel out and all the way up if they has room, and the white part here can rotate out as well to become a stabilizer fin in the strider mode. On the back skirt there's a little bit of up and down rotation here, and the beam saber handles are tucked away on either side. They're held in place with a little bit of friction there. And here are 2 notches for the gun to store if you want it to on the back. The back skirt is pretty impressive, having the extra piece of yellow plastic in there, as well as the amount of swivel that it does. And I was a little surprised to see how underused it is in the transformation. It's just more of a tail fin than anything, so it's just it's got a real cool design, but you don't see it much in strider form. So from a model kit standpoint, the torso unit of the AGE-2 Normal is pretty impressive. Having all the separate colors here, the overall design and the implementation of the details is really fantastic. No pieces fall off, a lot of moving parts, and it's extra detail that really help make this stand apart from other high-grade kits, you know, from just a few years ago. So if this is any indication about how much time and effort Bandai puts into the design of its kits, even the high-grade kits, this is good news for all Gundam fans out there. So here's a look at the chest unit, which has undergone quite a significant design change. A lot of the familiar parts and pieces are there, but in different areas. Like the chest vents are now along the edges going downwards as opposed to across the breastbone. The age symbol is more recessed and without the white border around it. And there's no gray here along the bottom of the torso. The familiar design element of the wings are on the backpack still, but obviously quite a bit different, more sleek and streamlined. And there's no thrusters here in the backpack. So for articulation, the shoulders are pretty articulate on a ball joint down inside there. There's no swivel or anything here at the torso, but for the transformation, the red part pulls all the way down and folds backwards. So with the torso folded back that way, it allows for the shoulder collar here to be pushed down for a recess, so the head can be down inside a little bit for the transformation to help hide the head in strider form. Next up are the arms and shoulders. They have a pretty unique design as far as articulation goes. Almost a complete 180 at the double jointed elbow there. The wrist, of course, is on a ball joint and has quite a bit of spinning and mobility. 360 below the shoulder. And there's a flap here along the edges that can go in and out to allow for the transformation. Also for the transformation, the arm is intended to go flat out like that, with this gray sticker being shown here along the inner shoulder. The blue collar here can come off and switch positions like in the AGE-1 Normal to allow for the shield to be slotted into place here. So either on the side of the arm or the back of the forearm, however you choose to have it. Without the binders, or whatever they're called here on the front and back, the shoulder looks a little odd just because of the peg sticking out here. But with the wings there, it looks just fine. Again, no red in the shoulders, just the blue and the white and the gray. On a few of the high grades from AGE-1 Normal, the elbows would pop out quite easily, but as you can see, these are actually held into place by pegs, not just having a polycap there. So very solid construction, very nice design, a lot of articulation, and a nice color scheme as well. So the head definitely retains some of the AGE-1 Normal design, while also incorporating its own uniqueness to it. Specifically the positions of the V-fin, they're further along the edge of the forehead as opposed to more on the center. The two green sensors on top there, as well as in the forehead camera. Much more gray along the top of the head. A bigger piece there. And one really cool thing is the gray piece down here that outlines the goatee as well as the faceplate. That's a separate piece, not achieved by stickers or anything, so that's really cool looking. It would have been nice to see some gray separation here in the earpieces, in that recess, to have some gray plastic there, or at least some stickers. So overall, the head has a very nice design to it, while being familiar enough from the AGE-1 to, see the progression of the original design. So a very nicely detailed head. The extra stickers really make it unique, as well as the gray outline of the goatee and faceplate. So each of the shoulders gets two of these wings to attach to it. These wings are real simple design. Just two pieces of blue plastic. The gray joint here, that's not a polycap. And the single white wing is able to swivel in and out on a real secure joint there. The ABS plastic joint is very solid. It won't stretch out or lose its stability like most polycaps will. Even though by themselves they're pretty simple, seeing them combined together on each shoulder has a pretty impressive visual effect. So not really much to talk about just by themselves. So here's a look at the pretty substantial rifle, which I believe is an upgrade to the Dodds rifle from AGE-1 Normal. So quite a bit bigger from the rifle from before, with some unique blue parts here on top and bottom. A green sticker there at the bottom for the sensor, and a couple of sharp fins coming off there from the side. This has two different modes. This piece here in back pulls out and flips around. With that all the way down there like that, you can fold up the handle, and this pegs into the chest of the AGE-2. The bottom blue piece here can collapse down on itself just a little bit to make it look more sleek, and that's how it looks when you plug it into the AGE-2. So overall, the weapon looks really nice. A cool little transforming gimmick there. And you also get 2 beam saber handles and the blades that go along with it. The blades are the exact same as the AGE-1 Normal used and the GX's. I'm sorry I can't get this thing to focus right. They seem to be too small to focus in them very well. But the handles are real simple. Nothing really fancy going here, just a simple handle and the beam saber blades. Pretty standard stuff. You also get this real simple yet functional stand. There are 2 fixed points to attach the mobile suit to. The one going straight up is for in the mobile suit form, and the one along the edge is for the Strider form. Also along the bottom you have some handy storage for the hands. You get 2 extra hands, a closed fist and an open hand, and you can store them on the bottom of the base here. And also the last part is this replacement crotch unit that is used in the transformation, and that can peg into place here on the back as well for storage when you're not using it. So I really like the idea of using the stand as a form of storage. It's very helpful to have everything all together so it's not floating around and being lost, which I have a horrible tendency to do. Also, you can flip around the arm here this way for mobile suit mode and turn it this way for mobile armor mode. So again, very simple design yet very effective. It holds it in place really well, and overall really nice addition to the kits. So that'll do it for part 1 of the video review. Stay tuned tomorrow where I'll take a look at the mobile suit altogether, as well as the transformation into the Strider form. I'll do a quick comparison between the AGE-2 Normal and the AGE-1 Normal to see how the design has changed over the past 20 years in that universe. So thanks a lot for watching. So please take the time to like and comment on the video. Let me know what you like about it so far. And please subscribe to my channel so you'll be up to date on all my new videos. So thanks a lot, and I'll see you soon.